Major police arrests as violent crime surges in KZN. SABC in crisis, on the brink of collapse. What will it take to fix it? And alcohol use by fathers dramatically impacts kids' development, affecting growth and IQ. Hello, I'm Jane Dutton.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.
The bail hearing of alleged crime boss Vusimuzi Kat Matlala has been marked by a fierce fight over evidence. Matlala is accused of ordering a 2023 hit on his ex-girlfriend, actress Tebogo Dobejane, and faces charges of attempted murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and money laundering. During proceedings at the Alexandra Magistrates Court today, his defence team has argued the state has no direct forensic link to him, saying the absence of fingerprints, ballistics, or DNA means he should be released on bail.
They haven't been able to point to any direct involvement or indirect involvement or circumstantial involvement that points a finger towards the accused, which we say that shows how weak the state's case is, and for that reason alone, he ought to be released on bail.
The state insists circumstantial evidence against Matlala is overwhelming, pointing to phone calls, messages, and bank transfers it says connect him to the alleged plot. At the end of the day, the conclusion, he'll remain behind bars.
Yes, we don't have a smoking gun, so to speak, against the applicant, but there is strong circumstantial evidence that this court cannot ignore.
The SABC is at a risk of collapse. It's burdened by unsustainable debt, outdated infrastructure, and a broken funding model. When we spoke about the SABC, and we said, amongst others, the withdrawing of the SABC bill is sounding a death knell on the institution, we were told we were being alarmist.
A stark warning there from Communications Committee Chair Kusela Diko, speaking at Parliament's Economic Cluster briefing. Diko also criticised delays in passing the SABC bill, saying it is key to fixing the broadcaster's financial and operational crisis. KZN has seen a spike in shootouts, arrests and crime raids.
Police have recovered 3 firearms after killing 5 suspects in a shootout in Durban's Lusaka informal settlement.
But so far we've recovered 3 firearms. One of them looks to be a homemade gun. We believe that we might find more guns as we search the shack.
KwaZulu-Natal traditional leader Simphiwe Zuma now faces 3 murder charges. He's accused of killing DA Umgeni Chief Whip Hlalangenza Ndlovu, Induna Kalogunye Zuma, and a man in Howick in 2022. Zuma was arrested this weekend by the province political killings task team. In a separate case, a 40-year-old suspect wanted for the 2020 murder of school principal Zwelabantu Zuma was shot dead in a gun battle with police at a Soweto hostel. He was also linked to a carjacking and illegal firearm possession, and the task team has arrested a 55-year-old chief and a 23-year-old hitman for the 2022 murder of whistleblower Xolani Ntombela. His case is among the 121 dockets recently handed back to the KZN Political Killings Unit. All of this comes as the Madlanga Commission prepares to begin hearings next week into police corruption and political interference in policing structures.
A Gauteng crime warden is fighting for his life while 3 colleagues remain in a stable condition in hospital. A 5th has since been discharged. The 5 wardens were ambushed yesterday by a group of armed men while on patrol in Davidton, Ekurhuleni. All of them sustained gunshot wounds.
When they were going back to their post, that's when they saw an Avanza that switched on the lights when they saw the team. And immediately after that, they came under heavy attack, which is an indication that they either disrupted the mission or these people were going to cause more damage. And that is why I said to them, I appreciate their courage.
A suspect has been arrested for trying to smuggle a firearm inside the Wynberg Magistrates Court today. In April, a man was shot and killed inside the same court building after 2 firearms were smuggled in by a suspect. 5 people are currently facing murder charges relating to that attack. Malfunctioning metal detectors at the Wynberg court were singled out as a contributor to security breaches inside that building.
And I think we're also very happy to announce that at that same court, earlier today, our security officials using those metal detectors were able to detect successfully an attempt to smuggle a firearm into that court. That firearm was detected, confiscated, and the necessary legal processes are following.
A new study from Stellenbosch University suggests that fathers who drink excessively may contribute to fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. Researchers found a father's drinking habits can have a direct impact on a child's development. Between 66 and 77% of fathers of children on the spectrum admitted to drinking during their partner's pregnancy. The effects can be seen by age 7, with children more likely to be shorter, have smaller heads, and score lower on verbal IQ tests, even when their mothers didn't drink.
It was also clear from the study that the highest risk to the child's development exists when both parents use alcohol during pregnancy. It also appeared that binge drinking by the father, but especially by both parents, has the most detrimental effect on the child's development.
In Israel, police have sealed off parts of Jerusalem after a deadly shooting, allegedly carried out by Palestinian gunmen. 5 people were killed and 7 others wounded when 2 suspects opened fire at a bus stop near Ramot Junction on the city's northern outskirts. Several victims were rushed to nearby hospitals, including 3 people hurt by flying glass. Bomb disposal units, forensic teams, and a heavy police presence remain at the scene to secure the area.
The Springboks have announced their team to play New Zealand in the Rugby Championship on Saturday. In a change from the norm, coach Rassie has named his squad on a Monday to squash speculation about his selections. Erasmus has made 7 changes to the starting team that lost 24-17 to the All Blacks this past Saturday, with most of them in the back line. Damian Willemse and Kanan Moody will form a new centre pairing with Sasha Feinberg and Gomez Zulu at fly half, while Ethan Hooker will get a first start at wing and Apalele Fassi returns at fullback. Loose forward Jasper Visser has completed his suspension and will start in the number 8 jersey, while Siakolisi will start at flank and reclaim the captaincy of the team. Anthony Teixeira, Eyewitness News Sport.
And did you see this last night? The rare celestial event with the moon appearing larger and tinted in shades of crimson during a total eclipse. The color comes from sunlight filtering through Earth's atmosphere.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.